Don't make it Alquan. I got the answer. I can handle the hard question.
See, they say that Angel Slump Number 7 don't care about the people. But Angel Slump Number 7 cares about the people because I'm bold enough to tell you the truth, and I don't give a damn if you give me a dime. I'm not looking for your money.
Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency. Tragedy. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear? Here it go. Free your mind.
Peace, Myron. I'm so Sister D, and I just wanted to say thank you for all the people who helped to the medical fundraiser for my uncle Taalik. And it has meant so much to us that you would help, because without you guys, his life would not be possible, and we would not be with him today right now. And I just want to say, for all of you that helped and that donated, I would really like to give a big thanks, and I hope I can meet you one day and say thank you in person. I love you guys, and bye. Bye. spreading knowledge. He's spreading knowledge. He's spreading knowledge.
Everybody jump.
Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us. So ain't nobody
in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it, like to hear? Here it goes. Free your mind.
Get real.
What dear?
Because I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real. Yes. Oh, I need that. Got to have that. It's
To ring out in perfect harmony, Terry Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Fun Again.
Not to be popular. It's just I'm inspired by my brother, that RealitysTemple's brother, the most powerful voice on the internet. That Angel Stubborn Up 7. That's right, brother. I'm calling you out, bro. I'm building you. I'm putting you out there, bro. I'm shouting you out. That's my inspiration.
We're talking about not falling into the teacher trap, not falling into the website trap. So today, what teachers can you learn from? We just told you that the Alquan tells you that we're all a great teacher at the same time. So who are you going to learn from? You're going to learn from brothers like Sonetta. You're going to learn the positives and negatives from brothers like Sonetta. You're going to learn the positives and negatives of people like Brother Polite. The positives and negatives of people like Sarah Seti. You're going to learn from Maurice Muhammad, Taalik Ibn'rad. You're going to learn from Nettercat. You're definitely going to learn from King Noble. You definitely gonna learn a little something from Brother Daku.
one of these days you gonna see me, but I've been right here all the time. Hey, you gonna reach out to touch me, but I won't be there by your side. No, you're gonna wish you could treat me thirsty like the desert ground.
Come on then. Assemble the people. We will not be defeated by each doctor's illusions.
Dragon Manifest. Welcome to the RealitysTemple on Earth, Dragon Manifest.
Thank you for having me, brother. This is an honor. I've been watching you for at least a couple years now.
Yes, sir.
From the first time I got hip to your channel, I've been hooked ever since. I'm always looking out for new videos. I mean, when I first saw your channel, I said, oh, this is an ancestor that has most definitely returned. Most definitely. This is not a new ancestor. This is an old ancestor. You could hear, you could feel the ancestors through you. You know, most people probably say, "What is he talking about?"
Right.
They don't get it. You gotta be on that level.
About Terry grounding like that with her album because album.
She thinks you're cute.
That's all I got to say.
She crew.
Terry thinks you're cute.
Thanks, son.
She came out with a different attitude. I feel like no nothing to me.
I remember we did our studio. That's old school. Life has changed. I want the rest.
Wait, what was that, Mr. T did in Rocky? What was that, Rocky 3? Was it Rocky 3? I never love my face.
There we go. I don't have a lot to say. Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Ron.
I trust that feeling. Does anybody have any questions of me before I get out of here? Let's see what you guys are saying. What's up, Soul Sister Rona? Hey, Taalik. I'm the brother that did Mike Jackson in Tunica, Mississippi. Hey, now. Hello to Terry. Respect. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up.
Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Ron. It's Terry.
It's important for the Black youth, especially, to know that we did have a history and that we did great things and that we had great people, and those things were not in the history books when I was in school. And what I'd like to be doing 5 years from now is attempting to rewrite the history books so that they'll know that.
But you, a lot of your video content to me was very informative. You know, the things you talked about had substance, man. And I first really knew about you because of JT Riley 1, Real Nigga News. And you and him got into a conflict with each other. And when I did my website, you were the only brother. And let me stress that. Because when I did that website, blackcommune.net, and I did the video and I asked the Black YouTube community, the so-called Black YouTube community, to give me your videos. Because at the time, a lot of brothers were getting flagged and videos taken down. So I said, you know what? You can put your videos on my website so that the message can still be heard for all to hear. You know, something like, you know, a little I made that website for everyone, but you were the only one that gave me permission to use your videos. And I thought that was very honorable of you and really a testament to how much you cared about the Black community.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
Welcome to the RealitysTemple on Earth. My name is Jeroen, and I would like to say that Angel Snub7 isn't a racist at all. He's a good friend.
I do want to say something right now. There is a YouTuber who has really got in my heart, and that is Angel Snub7. He reminds me a lot of my father. My father died last year of a heart attack, and
that is Brother Taalik from the RealityTemple's on Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
Morals are just, subjective. But when you have laws and things on paper that say, if you do this, we're going to punish you by incarcerating you, and you break them and you're dumb enough to get caught, then you're just dumb.
All right. Shout out to RealitysTemple in the building. Just for I got to get him on here, man. You talk about somebody polarizing. Whoa. that brother is, I'll leave that alone. Shout out to the brother, though, Justin.
We want to make sure that we're not just working to be first, but we're working to be right. A lot of times there are situations when things are just happening so fast. It's always important to be fast, but we always want to be right.
Our brother Angel Snub7 at the RealitysTemple. And to give props to him, because I listened to all of Angel Snub7's videos. I think that he comes from a different angle. And there's a powerful message in a lot of the videos that he put out, and I try to catch all of them. I look at him as a free thinker and a person that's willing to challenge those of which he don't agree with or which he may think differently from, and I really respect him for that. He's challenged KBS, and he has also challenged the Black supremacy movement as well. And I have nothing against that, because that which cannot be challenged cannot stand, and will not stand, and will not survive the test of time. How many challenges we can withstand will determine how long we will be able to stand.
And my name is Myron. They call me SNIFFY. My name Myron Johnson. They call me SNIFFY. They call me SNIFFY. My cousin is Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm here to give y'all a message. Y'all better leave my cousin alone. That's what y'all better do. My cousin Umar doing good work for y'all. Y'all some stupid ass niggas, man. Y'all ain't giving the man no money.
Himself, and you don't realize it. You don't realize it, that God has been in prison. The devil was able to imprison God. So right inside your own self, your God self has been imprisoned, and you have a false sense of self running rampant inside the temple. This is why, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You have to bring reality's temple here on earth. Reality's temple here on earth.
Yes, sir.
We have to realize the enemy is running rampant inside this temple.
Be a man of greatness now, a man so tall, a man so kind. Be a man of wisdom now, a man of mind, a man of blind. Be a man of kindness now, a man so big and strong in mind. Be a man so humble now, a man of men now, let it shine. This is what you are, this is how it has been now. This is what to be, and a kind of man now. This is what to say, with a kind of meaning. This is what to feel, with a kind of feeling. We are growing and higher. We are growing and higher. We are growing and higher.
Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly.
Bring your mind.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. Good afternoon. How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? How you doing? All right. Thank you so much. Deacons in the house. Mellow in the house. All right. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Glad to see everybody. Hope everyone is doing fine as expected. Glad to see you. What up? What up there, brother Chris? What's happening? Absolutely, we're live. Of course, I can come here and say that we're only going to be here a brief moment in time. We know how that turns out. But this can be a very short topic. I just want to make some points. And we already 5,000. So the topic that we've chosen for these few moments it shouldn't take 2 hours. But usually it ends up that way. The deacon said, take my time. We're gonna take our time. Again, thank you so much for joining me this blustery. The wind is blowing a whole lot here. Blustery, but cool afternoon. I thank you so much. I thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. I thank you for your work and so much. I am so appreciative. Out of all my years of being here on social media, YouTube, because of you, I am at my best. Because of you, I am at my strongest. Because of you, this is the most incredible point in the history of this ministry that I've had on social media. You have made this time for me the best ever. So that's a lot of pressure on a brother because we have our #1 video live stream of the year. And that is a video live stream we call Soul Liberation Day 2022. This thing that we call the Purge has changed and brought surprises, and it's caused so much to be exposed. And so by the time we enter or celebrate Soul Liberation Day 2022, we will be once again pure. We have purged ourselves from so many and so much of this negativity, this garbage and this trash that has been of no benefit to us, but a detriment, with their profane words and nasty behaviors and their greed and their arrogance. They brought to us attention that is not us. We're not profane, we're not vulgar, and we're not nasty. And even though we speak harsh or our critique seems harsh, it does not come from a place of hatred. It does not come from a place of jealousy or envy. There's a difference when we laugh. And then we laugh with you instead of at you. And we want to begin our talk on that note, that there are two different kinds of laughter. There's the laughter where we want to make mockery and degrade and humiliate, whether what is presented is right or wrong. It is meant to cause another person, he or she, harm. We make no attempt to help them because our intent is to cause harm. We want you to feel degraded. We want you to feel bad about yourself. We want you to feel stupid. That is our intent. And then there is the laughter. When we laugh with people, not at you, but we're laughing with you because we present something and it sounds a bit funny to the one we're talking about, and it's funny to us. And we seek to heal. We seek to bring fresh air to one who has been breathing polluted air. We want to try to make things better. We are on a social media platform as our experience where a good majority, and you can tell by the views, the good majority is looking for somebody to bring down, to humiliate, to make mockery, to destroy. Negro, you ain't all that. How many out here on social media, when they learn that young Pharaoh channel, his channel that had over 500,000 subscribers, how many applauded? How many celebrated when they learned that young Pharaoh's channel was taken down? And we make videos expressing, ha, 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 ha. Nigga, you thought you had it all like that. Ha, 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 ha. And they continue to make mockery of this young man after his channel was terminated by YouTube. Then there was a separation. There was a problem in his relationship with his baby's mother. And they've been going back and forth. And when you go to these videos speaking about his baby mama and the termination of his videos, you will see hundreds and hundreds of views. Even here, you will notice how many views that rose during our battle with the demons of darkness. The views rose very high because we are surrounded by those who are like the pigs who enjoy the filth and eating slop out the trough. They have a pig-like mentality. With all respect to y'all swine out there, I'm talking about the real swine, pigs and boys and hogs. That's their nature to a certain point. There's a difference between the domesticated hog, which is incarcerated and locked up, and the nature of hogs and pigs out in the wild. There's a difference. But these act just like the domesticated swine, perhaps because they are also incarcerated and locked up. But we find joy in the pain and the suffering and the misery of others. We're so arrogant. We're high and mighty. You believe in white Jesus. I'm an African. I'm an Aboriginal. You still believe in that white Jesus nonsense? I'm better than you are. I'm an African. You think you're an American? You a patriot? You stupid. You a slave. You a coon. I'm not like you. I'm an African. I'm an Aboriginal. We put ourselves on these pedestals. We're better. You still eat pork? Them worms, man. I don't eat no pork. You don't believe in Jesus? You going to hell. I'm going to heaven. Heaven is a better place than going to hell. You on your way to hell. I'm on my way to heaven. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm better than all of y'all because I believe in the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All praise is due to Allah. And so all over social media, this is what we see. A bunch of people who are better than the other. But they all are in the toilet bowl. So how are you better? Jay-Z and Beyonce is not better than me. They are under the laws and the power and the domination and the control of those who make the laws and the policies of this nation, those who control the resources, the electricity and the gas and the food, just like me, with all their money, with all their fame, with all their fortune. They're no better than I am. But this is what you see on social media. We laugh at each other. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. And I'm right. The black people are cursed. So you got to listen to me so God will listen to us so we can get out from under the curse so we can put these white people back in slavery. Yeah. And so there's a back and forth of beliefs and ideas that never stop. and everybody, I'm better, I'm smarter, I'm greater. You're taught that some of us, we're taught that we're given the supreme wisdom. Some of us are taught we have the supreme knowledge, the supreme wisdom. But you don't see them doing anything supreme. I will say that again. They have the supreme knowledge. They have the supreme wisdom. But we see nothing they say or do that is supreme. The black man, Brother Chris, I'm pretty sure you heard this also. The black man is the original man. The Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. We're the original people. I got all this melanin. Learn how to use your third eye. Understand your pineal gland. Understand the chakra. Get out of your low vibration and rise to your higher vibration. We are the original people. We are the best. The black man and woman is the original man, but you do nothing original. Woo! The black man is the original man, and you do nothing original. You have the supreme wisdom, and you do nothing supreme. All of it is hype, feel-good rhetoric. And so the white man is not impressed. And the Mexicans who you hired to cut your grass and put a new roof on your house, they're not impressed by your supreme wisdom. Pay me my money for cutting your grass. Pay me my money for the electricity going in your house, Mr. Supreme. Pay me my money for vacuuming your carpet in your house, says the Mexican to the original man. And this is acceptable behavior. We give thousands and millions of dollars to people who only hype us up, but produce nothing supreme, and they produce nothing original. They tell you about what happened 5,000 years ago. They tell you about what Brother Malcolm X did in the 1960s. They tell you about everything, anytime, except 2021, because they have nothing to tell you. They produce nothing, and they've done nothing original. And this is acceptable behavior. And we actually pay for it. We give thousands and millions of dollars to the church, to the mosque, going to these debates, DVDs and books, and all these teachings, and all this information, and all this scholarship, and all that we do, again, produces nothing original. All thing you do is copy. I'm an African. Ain't nothing original about that. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Nothing original about that. I'm a black Muslim. Ain't nothing original about that. Thousands and thousands of years old. What's original about something that's thousands and thousands of years old? There's nothing original about that. I'm an Aborigine. I'm a Native American. There's nothing original about that. Thousands and thousands of years old. And they all produce nothing. There's nothing original about them. And we laugh at each other. And we puff out our chests. We stand tall. And we brag. Another thing we like to, we make mockery because I got $100,000 in the bank. How much you got in the bank? Brother, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I'm better than you are. I got $100,000 in the bank. And you will hear some of our people that claim they love foundational Black Americans. One of the first things they say, get off my chat, you broke ass nigga. Because I got money. I know you broke. You just jealous of me because I got all this money. I got all these women. I got cars and whatnot. And these are the pro-Black type folks that love us. Get off my page, you broke ass nigga. But at the same time, these hypocrites would turn around and tell you that's one of the problems that we have as a people is our poverty, our lack of opportunity. We make mockery of a brother because he been in jail, in prison, or whatever. Then they turn around, the prison, the school, the prison pipeline. But you making mockery of those who got caught up in the system. We're dealing with a bunch of hypocrites, a bunch of fakes and a bunch of frauds. And they love to use the words that come from the slave master and his children. You a coon. You a agent. You Uncle Tom. All this rhetoric comes from the slave master, the enemy. They use the same words. They spew the same rhetoric as Adolf Hitler or the American slave master. They say the same stuff against the people. I love my people. I love Black folks. The people that love Black folks, you will hear them slip and they will justify, because it happens to me all the time when they're making reference to me. You black son of a, you black nigga. They're not calling me black because they love me, clearly. They are using black in the negative. Because if they were using black in the positive, they wouldn't even say it. Because they're trying to hurt my feelings. They're trying to make mockery of me. And if you look, or if they show you who they marry, who they like, you will see them with a light-skinned person, or even they have a connection to a Caucasian person or somebody else. Like our friendly neighborhood Tariq Nasheed, who is married to a biracial lady whose mother, who is Caucasian, that actually live with him. He's a foundational Black American, but he did not find it was important, no matter what his ding-a-ling say. It is important, since I am a foundational Black American, it is important, if I want to reproduce myself, I must find and fall in love with another foundational Black American female. But he did not do that. He wanted to make sure that his children are not Black. Make sure his children don't have dark skin like me. But he's a foundational Black American. Your children, sir, are not foundational Black Americans. Your children are European and also a foundational. They are mixed. They would be considered mulatto or biracial. Now, you are biracial and you are mulatto until there's enough of that particular group, you can form your own particular breed. Then you become a purebred. Some of you, y'all breed pit bulls and dogs and whatever. You understand the difference between a pedigree purebred dog and a mix. The American Kennel Club, I don't care how much your dog look like a German Shepherd, act like a German Shepherd, you have to prove to the American Kennel Club that that bloodline is pure German Shepherd. They're not going to accept, they're not going to give you papers on a mixed breed dog. They're not going to do it. So if you're so proud of being a foundational Black American, sir, or any of you, then why are you having biracial or mulatto children? So here we see hypocrisy. There are those who will call you Black, not because of love, Black in the negative. Crispy, burnt, and then they would turn and try to justify it. There is no justification. The thing about getting angry is the real you comes out. You don't like this dark skin. It's a lie. You use the dark skin, the pro-Black, the pro-African, whatever it is. That's your way of tricking and deceiving people who do love themselves and who want to present to the world our dark skin, our melanated skin in a positive light. What is it? What is it that Elijah Muhammad told Malcolm? You don't have to condemn a dirty glass. Just put a clean glass next to it. And that's the problem many of these have with me. And I'm very humble, but we are the clean glass. And when you put this clean glass next to their dirty glass, we see them for who and what they really are. A bunch of fakes, a bunch of frauds. They are the coons that they call other people. They are the symbols, they are the agents, they are the spies, they are the riffraff. One thing for sure, they are incompetent and a bunch of losers. This is facts. They don't like us because we tell it like it is. No more sugarcoating. In the beginning of our sojourn in America, I could understand cuddling us, babysitting us. This is 2021. We are over 100 years past the physical slave plantation. We should have learned a lot from the struggle from the slave plantation to 2021. No more excuses. I'm sick of, well, you know, the white people do this and the white supremacy and the white. That's over with. All this excuse making. No, you are incompetent and you do not want to confess that you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't know what to do. The white supremacy and the white man. If we are in a car accident, somebody, let's say, I'm going to use Twin for an example. Okay, Twin, you're driving down the road, minding your business, and here come a crazy angel snub from out of nowhere, hit your car. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. I am at fault. I even admit I am at fault. I tore up your car. I am responsible for the damage. Now, there's no doubt that I'm responsible. And Twin has the right to blame me for the accident. Twin has the right to demand from me fix his automobile. However, as time goes on, and clearly you see that I'm not going to accept responsibility, I'm not going to fix your car, what are you going to do? You're not going to drive no more until you get a car from me or I pay for the damages? What Twin is going to do, Twin is going to buy another automobile and keep living his life and keep moving forward. He's not going to stay. Why should I have to pay for another car? That was Angel Snub. He the one tore up my car. But I'm not doing it. 1 year passed by. 2 years passed by. 3 years passed by. What are you going to do? You going to ride the bus? Drive your motor scooter? Get on the train? What you going to do? You're going to have to buy you another vehicle. So yes, the white man did this, and the white man continues to do that, but he's not going to help you. He's not going to give you reparations. He's not going to help you do too much of anything. So somebody or anybody in their right mind, you realize that you have to live your life and move on to the best of your ability. Now, one day, after 10 years gone by, Twin receives a $2,000 check from me. Hey, man, I'm sorry it took so long, but I was having problems. I really feel bad about what happened 10 years ago with your car, but here's $2,000. I hope that covers the damage and give you a little something in interest. But see, you're dealing with somebody who has integrity. You have somebody who is honest. We're living in a nation that has no integrity. You're living in a nation that is not honest about nothing. You're not going to receive a $2,000 check 10 years later. You're dealing with criminals. So again, our brother Twin, is driving down the road, and out of nowhere, here come a car. The people in the car just robbed a bank, so they are criminals, and they hit Twin's car. Criminals do not pay for damages. Criminals do not care about what is law-abiding. Criminals have no integrity. Criminals are not honest. And this is a reality that many of the pro-black folks or whatever, they do not want to accept. That you're dealing with a nation that is not honest. You're dealing with a nation that is criminal. Criminals don't pay for their crime unless somebody forces them to. Who is going to force the United States of America to give the black man, soul brothers and sisters, reparations? Who's going to do it? Who's big and bad enough to say, if you don't give those people reparations, we're going to drop a nuclear bomb on you? Who's bad enough and bold enough to tell these suckers or make them pay reparations? Nobody. Most criminals do not pay for the harm that they cause. So we have a lot of people in our so-called community, because we're not a community. That's a fallacy. We're not a people. That's a fallacy. We're just a group of comfortable Pharaoh slaves in a similar circumstance. To be a black community means to commune, to have some type of friendship, camaraderie. And we don't have that. Everybody is in their little clique. Everybody is in their little group. Black people in Los Angeles don't care about what's going on with the people in New York City. I'm only concerned and halfway concerned with what's going on with the folks in LA. We do not care about each other like that. Because if we actually was a black community, if we actually was a brother and sisterhood, if something break out in Texas, if something happened to Twin and Soul Brother in Texas, and we call up the brotherhood Then we get in our cars, we jump on planes. Hey, what's up? What is up with this? And I can guarantee you. And see, let me tell you something. See, if we roll like that, we as a people is bigger than any gang on the planet. So if we really was brothers and sisters and a black community, we could go to the Crips and the Bloods or any other gang in our community and tell them, look, I don't know where you're going, but y'all got to get the hell out of here. All this criminal activity and that's got to stop. Man, who you talking to? I'm the leader of these gangs. We got millions and millions of dollars. But as a people, we got billions. We got guns and AK-47s. But as a black community, as a people, our guns outnumber yours. We have more soldiers. We're telling you that you're going to stop, and you're going to stop now, or we're going to take your ass to the morgue. Now, which do you want? This is what the black community is saying. I don't give a damn what the Chicago Police Department going to do. I don't give a damn. Now, if they want to aid and assist, that's cool. They can assist picking up these bodies off the street. Because the black community says, no more. And these white men or Mexicans or whoever they are coming into the black community looking for our sisters for prostitutes, you're going to have to go somewhere else. You will find yourself hanging off a pole with your ding-a-ling cut off. The black community has spoken. When you are a community, when you are together, that's the kind of power you have. You even have enough power and strength to challenge the United States government itself. Oh yeah, your weapons is better than ours and whatever. But you're going to know you was in a fight. Government. You're going to know that you can die just like we can. And see, America is a bully. America is a bully. And bullies don't like to get hurt. And so you will see them back off. Of course, you will kill people wholesale when you think you're not going to get hurt. That's not no problem. But when you know that you have to pay a price, you kill my children, I'm going to kill yours. You kill my dog, I'm going to kill your dog. It makes people think when they're going to have to suffer a loss. So we're not about making mockery. We're not better than nobody. We're presenting a plan. We're presenting a vision because we want all this to come to an end. We're tired of the dog chasing its tail. We're tired of the excuses. If you don't know what you're doing, get the hell out the way. If you don't know what you're doing, be man and woman and man enough to let people who say they know support them so they can deal with this once and for all, since clearly you can't solve the problem. And so you see these people make mockery. They even make mockery of our ancestors. Dr. King, Dr. King is a coon. Dr. King, integrationist. Nobody was following Malcolm X. He was a silly guy. Marcus Garvey was an agent. And the list goes on and on. They make mockery of everybody, even Harriet Tubman. There's somebody out there that don't like what somebody did or didn't do. Now, when you ask them what they have done, they can show you nothing. But you always have critics, and we're going to talk about that. And the phone rung. That was our brother Taalik joining the conversation, and I'll be done here with my commentary in a second. And we want to hear, of course, what brother Taalik has to say. We make a very good tag team. We did an excellent. I'm gonna pat myself on the shoulder. Myself and brother Taalik, last video, we did a damn good job breaking down black men don't understand female nature. Excellent, excellent. And of course, brother Taalik, you know what's happening, right? Toledo, Toledo. Okay, I know y'all tired of me. Y'all want to hear Talib. Okay, all right. I know. I know. I'm gonna get off here in a second.
Take your time, brother.
Okay. So brother Talib is in the house, y'all. He's on the speakerphone as usual. Eric speakerphone bell. let me put all your comments on the board real quick before I keep going. He's just another brother in the struggle. Eric speakerphone bell. Talib is the man. Y'all did kill it last video. We gonna kill it every damn time we come here. Who can touch us? Nobody can't touch us. All right. All right. So, I want to remind us of something. All the clowns that make mockery of Dr. King, all the clowns that make mockery of Marcus Garvey, he's a Jamaican. You should be happy about anybody that will come and sacrifice and help your raggedy, good for nothing ass. Hell, you even got foreigners from other countries coming to help your happy ass because you're so pathetic and weak, you're a bunch of losers. And you still don't have nothing going on. With all this help from foreigners, from inside, you still messed up. Is that their fault? Is that their problem? Or is it ours? Because we refuse to evolve. We refuse to accept responsibility for ourselves. There's only so long in your life. I don't care what background you come from. My mama didn't do this. I didn't have no father. I was raised by a single mother. I didn't have no father. Well, I had a father. I didn't have no mother. I went to jail for 10 years. it's only so long. It's only so long. Unless you're suffering from some kind of severe illness, cancer, or something that messed you up, which is the only valid excuses. But most of us are healthy. We even brag about it. Well, brother, I don't believe in the white man's medicine. No. I don't believe in the white man's medicine. I smoke a lot of ganja, and I take all these different types of herbs, and I got all these books from Dr. Sebi and Lalo Africa, and yeah, you know. Well, that means your happy ass is real healthy. That means you have a lot of energy. So since you're healthy and have all this energy and in good shape, why isn't your condition, the environment that you live in, reflect your good health, your good physical health? Like Eric Muhammad always say, talk black to me. This is what I want us to understand about our ancestors. And as they say in religion, may they be blessed and rest in peace if that's possible. Most of these people that we're talking about was young folks. They was babies. And when you talk about the civil rights era, how much crap did we as a people take before the 1960s? It got to the point where we said, I done stood all I can stand. I can't stand no more. And it made so many of us as a people rise up. I'm sick of it. But this was the 1960s. They was kicking our ass ever since we got off the slave plantation. They was kicking our ass on the slave plantation. Look how long it took for a certain group of us to say, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of riding in the back of the bus. I'm sick of, I can't drink in this water fountain. Your tax money is paying for the bus. Your tax money is paying for the damn water fountain. I'm sick of this. They stood all they can stand. They can't stand no more. These were young people. They don't know how to wage a war. They don't know nothing about revolution. The only thing they know is this Peckerwood got his knee in my neck. I want to get this crap off my neck. That's the only thing they know. How I'm going to do it, I don't know. And then when you look at the situation, it was a small minority that participated in the civil rights era or the Black Revolution. A small minority. How many people in your family participated? I know in my family, it was less than 5, including myself. We was part of the struggle. Lifting up our voices, willing to go out in the streets and die, and we confront the Peckerwood face to face. Very few. There was 15 to 20 million soul brothers and sisters during the time of Dr. King and Malcolm, and only a few handful stood up to do anything. Oh, but they enjoy, and their children enjoy the benefits, and all those running their mouth talking about so-and-so, you enjoy the benefits of these people's sacrifice and their deaths, and you didn't do a damn thing, and you have the nerve, and you have not added nothing to the equation to help make things better. In about 25, 30 years, it would be 100 years after the Civil Rights Movement. And we who are living right now today, we have done nothing to contribute to what our ancestors done in the late 1950s and 1960s, early 1970s. We've done nothing except make a YouTube video. Then we turn around and make mockery of Black Lives Matter. I don't know a lot of about Black Lives Matter. I don't care if they lesbians. I don't care about all those different things. The only thing I know is these are people willing to go out in the streets and do something. Your ass sitting in front of your TV with some damn marshmallows and a Coca-Cola in your mouth, eating. That Black Lives Matter. I don't support that. Who give a damn what your lazy do nothing ass support? Couch potato, chitlin eating ass. Nobody care about what you support and what you don't support. You suckers don't even support what you claim you do support. You don't even really support that. Cheap ass. You don't even support that. When we go out in the streets, you should see all these suckers out in the streets recruiting the people to revolution. But you don't. Nothing but computer revolutionaries. You might see Minister Farrakhan's people out there now and then. You might see some of the Hebrew Israelites. Hell, you might even see Jehovah's Witnesses. But all these Pan-African, Aboriginal people, where the hell they at? Since you know so damn much and you got it going on. But they won't go out in the streets. They want the people to come on the internet. And see, you're not going to go out in the streets with your nasty, vulgar attitude and talk the way you do behind a computer screen, because when you actually go on the street and talk to people, and you talk to people all crazy and reckless the way you do on social media, the next thing we know, you be on local television, somebody put a bullet in your brain, somebody bash your head in with a baseball bat. Oh, black women is a hoe. Black women is a harlot. Somebody who loved a black woman would take a baseball bat and bust you upside your head. Because all these black women that y'all hate, many of them have husbands, they have sons, they have uncles that's not going to play with you like that. You don't call my mama, oh, you a weave wearing. My mama can wear all the weave she want to. They'll take a crowbar and bust all your damn teeth out. So your best bet, Black Authority, your best bet, Tariq Nasheed, is to keep your happy ass safe at home behind a computer screen. Matter of fact, I heard that's the reason why Tariq Nasheed don't go on tours no more, because of all the threats he was getting. And one of these guys was making a promise. I'm going to get you. And Tariq Nasheed stopped touring with your reckless mouth. You see how Tariq Nasheed be talking on his videos, talking all tough and pompous, and you're not going to go out in the street. You're not going to go among our people talking all that, I hate the black man, or Cynthia G is not going to go out on the street, on the corner, talk about, yeah, black women killed all the black men, abort all the babies. She's not going to go out in the black community on no corner, and the sisters and the brothers, they're going to call her out her name. What the hell you talking about? Somebody going to bust a cap in her, if not, stab her. Talking all crazy like that. Our people don't want to hear that crazy stuff. They don't want to hear, I hate black women. I hate black men. They don't want to hear that stuff in the streets. I want my bills paid. I need a different way of life. I need a change. We already have enough people hating our guts. We already have enough of that. And now you have black people that claim they love black people. They doing the same thing. Nobody want to hear that garbage. The only one who want to hear that garbage is other sick misfits that think they better than everybody. And that's all, that's what you have on social media. A bunch of sick, mentally disordered folks that think they better. They better than the brothers and sisters in the streets. We coming to save you. To my knowledge, there's no black people that I know of is asking nobody to save them. I come to save the black people. I know my sisters, none of them is asking nobody to save them. My mother, when she was alive, she never asked nobody to come save her. And my uncles and cousins, I never heard none of them say, I sure wish somebody, one of these pro-black Aboriginal Hebrew Israel, I wish they would come and save me. I was back. I don't remember nobody asking for savior. I don't remember nobody asking to be saved by Jesus. And then you don't even love. You really don't even care about the ones that you talk about you trying to save. You turn right around and call them a nigger and a coon and an Asian and all these nasty names. You talk about their skin color, you burnt, you high yellow nigger, all kinds of evil stuff that you have. And these are the ones that love us. Can you imagine the ones that hate us? if this is love? But the point I want to make about our ancestors is they were young people. They don't know. Malcolm don't know. He was being guided by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, an old man that you think might know, but the only thing he's doing is guiding Malcolm to religious stuff. He's not a revolutionary. And Marcus Garvey did a good job to a certain point, but he's not a revolutionary because creating a business do not liberate nobody. Contrary to popular belief, black folks, we have a lot of businesses. Are you liberated? We've had businesses ever since our people came off the slave plantation. We just celebrated the anniversary of 1921, the bombing of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street. They had a lot of businesses. And they dropped bombs on them. It did not change their situation. We have businesses. We have education. We have money. We have a lot of all this stuff that you're talking about. It has done nothing to change our, as Papa would say, it has done nothing to change our predicament. We're still in this mess. I'm not going to make mockery. And I think those prior to myself, those young people, the Black Panthers was young folks. Some of them was barely out of high school. Do you understand? I think one of the youngest Black Panthers that was killed by the police, he was 18 years old. These was young people. 18 to 25. Malcolm X was 39 years old when he was murdered. But he was in his 20s when he joined Elijah Muhammad. Dr. King was 39 years old when he was killed. But he was in his 20s, just fresh out of theology school. You a leader. Here, go get the cracker. What? I don't think I want to do is come here and teach the gospel. These was young people fighting a government that has tanks and bazookas, the biggest military in the world. What kind of person? I just want to say this. What kind of person are you that you would make mockery of any of our people that was trying or try to do something, and they gave their youth? They could have been in the club shaking their ass like y'all do and getting drunk, smoking weed like y'all do. They could have been in the club. And some of them, for relaxation, some of them did club a little bit on their off time. Drank a little bit, smoked a little bit, or whatever. But they sacrificed their youth for people whose children in 2021, you make mockery of them. And you have no works at all. You've done nothing. Except you've had all these debates, and you had all these conferences that have done nothing. You don't even have a lemonade stand. You have nothing. Who the hell are you to try to make mockery of anybody? And we here on this platform, we're not dumb enough to sacrifice our life for y'all ass. I'm like that man that was fighting Apollo Creed, and he had beat Apollo Creed, and they asked him, "What do you think about Apollo Creed laying on the mat, look like he dying?" And that big old Russian said, "If he dies, he dies." That's the way I look at us now. Why should I be concerned? Why should we be concerned about people who don't give a damn about themselves? So those people was a blessing to us. They sacrificed and they died for a bunch of misfits, a bunch of ingrates. And a lot of it comes from the parents, because we or you who are parents should have taught your children better. But they have not been taught better. Now we're going back and forth. Who's smarter? Who's supreme? Who's greater? All of you live in the toilet. I might stink a little bit more than you do, but we all stink. We all in the toilet. Ain't none of us better and greater than nobody. That's an illusion. Now, when you get the attention of other people on the planet, you got something going on. But you don't. You don't impress the Mexicans. You don't impress the Africans coming here. You don't impress the Caucasians. You don't impress the Afghan refugees that's coming here new. You're not impressing the Haitian people that's sneaking over here. You don't impress nobody. Just trying to impress another person that's in the toilet with you. Well, I don't stink like you do. Yeah, but you got a turd hanging on your mouth just like I do. What make you better? No offense to the doo-doo lady. I just want to make a few more points. I'm going to turn the mic over to our soul brother Taalik. So we have, and what inspired me to come before us and I couldn't wait no more. What inspired me to come before us this afternoon is I heard some of a live stream from our favorite loser-ass cyber stalking troll, Alquan. And Alquan represents some type of Aboriginal mindset. Alquan can handle the hard questions. Alquan has the answers. You will hear him say that. I can handle the hard questions. I got the answers. Well, we're going to give you some hard questions and some observations for you to deal with, sir. So I'm watching some of this live stream, and they are making mockery, him and his people are making mockery of Pan-Africans. They love that. Now, mind you, that Gay Nollywood Jr. is a Pan-African. But he doesn't care. We still cool, though. But he's on his channel with his other misfits, faceless misfits, and they're making mockery. I mean, they really going in on the Pan-African pro-blackness community. Some of them talking about, yep, I used to be a hotel. I had an African medallion. I feel so stupid now. And of course, Alquan there, yeah, you should. I mean, they laughing. Now, the thing about laughing at people, and this applies to us, this applies to me, this applies to us too. If we want to laugh at somebody, we want to giggle, we want to make mockery, we want to humiliate. If we want to do that, then if we can dish it out, then we should be able to take it. It's only fair. But again, it goes back to what we were saying earlier. I'm superior. I'm smarter. I'm greater. I'm better than all these other folks. I got it going on. I got the answers. I know what I'm doing. All these other people are stupid. That's the mindset that many of us have. So let's study a little bit of what we view, what we hear, what we observe from the Aborigines mindset of people like hardcore Alquan troll. Let's see if they are any different than anybody else. They are superior. They're greater. Let's see how true that is. Well, the first observation that I noticed from Aboriginal power, Alquan, the first thing that we notice is in that group, to my knowledge, very few show their face. They all hiding behind pictures, avatars, all of them, the majority of them. But they are making mockery and talking about Professor Griff, Sonetta, Irritated Genie, Umar Johnson, and the list goes on and on. All these people show their face. Gay Nollywood Jr. shows his face. Brother Bakari shows his face. Brother Craig shows their face. if you're so proud and you got it going on like that, why aren't the Aborigines, where your people bold enough to come out and speak and show their face? Then the thing about it is, you don't show your face, but then you want to make mockery about how somebody look, the clothes they wear, and blah, blah, blah. But you don't show who you are, what you wear, who you married to, what kind of car you drive. Where did you go to school? How was you educated? They don't do that. I don't keep up with this Aboriginal stuff. The only one I know of that I believe show his face is this guy called Dane Calloway. And they have made him the face because there's no other faces there. Oh, there was another sister that I remember, but I don't see her no more. There was Dane Calloway and there was a sister. They were the faces of this Aboriginal stuff. But big mouths like Alquan, and when you go to his channel, you don't never see nobody show who they are. Why is that? See, because when Pan-Africans or whatever show their face, one of the things that they must deal with is what African you look like. You don't look like no African. So we see you like Gay Nollywood Jr. What African Gay Nollywood Jr. is supposed to look like? Now for me, I don't call myself no African. But I have been called African many times by people from the continent. Are you doing, my African brother? I'm not from no Africa. What? You sure? Oh, I'm very sure. I can go into these African communities and I can change my voice a little bit and I'll blend in. They won't even know. I'm no brother from the Congo. They don't have no idea. They don't know. I even did that with Jamaicans. But Guy Nollywood Jr., Gay Nollywood Jr., you can't do that. What African you supposed to be, sir? What African do Brother Craig supposed to be? Or Bakari? What African you supposed to be? So you have Alquan.
Oh, I gotta go, brother.
Okay.
I gotta go.
All right.
Peace.
All right. So you have Alquan and his crew. They avoid that question because they hide behind a picture, because one of the first things they're going to have to deal with also is what Aborigines, what Native American you supposed to be. So they avoid that question because they are too afraid to show their face so they can be judged like other people are judged. Talk about your hair. Talk about your clothes. Bunch of losers. So you are a Native American. You are Aboriginal. Which one are you? To my knowledge, there was over 700 tribes of Native people in this country. Now we can barely name 5. And usually when they try to claim a Native American tribe or Aboriginal, they always claim the people that exist right now. How do you know you're not a descendant of a tribe that no longer exists no more? How you know that? It was 700 different tribes, different native people in this country. How do you know you're not a descendant and carry the blood of a tribe that's extinct? Why you want to be a Cherokee? Why you want to be, what's another one? Cherokee. What's another one that's their favorite? Their favorite is Cherokee. I'm a full-blown Cherokee. That's their favorite. Give me a hand. Tell me some more Native American tribes. That's a shame. I go through their territories all the time, and I can't tell you, I can't name who they are because I'm not really interested. I'm soul brother number one, not Native American number one. You know, I'm not Tonto number one, so I'm not really interested in that kind of stuff. But I know you have they claim Cherokee. Blackfoot. They claim Blackfoot Indian. They claim the Cherokee. It's some others that's popular. They never talk about outside of the people that's alive today, the tribes that's living today. They never mention others. Oh yeah, Apache. That's one. Which they don't hardly talk about. They hardly don't even talk about Apache. But that is one. And Apaches, those natives are in the top 10. I know. So, you are Aboriginal. And you want to claim the identity, I'm an Aborigine. I come from a Native American. Yeah, there go another one. But they are no different than the Pan-Africans. Yeah, that's the one I was trying. That's the territory. When I was driving trucks, that's the territory I go through every week. Choctaw, however you want to pronounce it. That's the territory. I couldn't think of that to save my life. But that's the main territory that I used to drive through all the time. And I also did go through Navajo reservations. And these are the ones that they talk about. They don't talk about the ones that we may not know of. It's always the popular natives that's alive, or their so-called descendants that's alive today. Now, we do know that a lot of these Native Americans, we know they are fakes and frauds. Back in the day, a lot of Caucasian people claim to have 5% or a little bit of Indian blood so they could get the rewards of being a Native American. And then they interbreeded with the actual people, and we understand that story. So we understand that the people on those reservations, the majority of them, they're not full-blooded anything. They are some type of biracial mix that's been created throughout the generations. Some of those Native Americans look just like Europeans. So we know what's up with that. So you are a Apache, Alquan. Are you an Apache? Are you a Iroquois? Are you Choctaw? Are you Navajo? What language do you speak? You can go on YouTube and look up these Native American tribes and their cultures. They do their diet and how they eat is not like ours. Do Alquan and his crew, do they eat? Is their diet like the Aboriginal people? That's who they claim. No. Alquan is always sucking on some type of high energy juice or whatever. They go to McDonald's, they go to Golden Corral, like the rest like the rest of the niggos. They go to the clubs, smoke weed and get drunk, chase white women like the rest of the niggos. Ain't nothing Aboriginal about them. They speak no Native American language. But I guess since you don't have a specific identity, of course you can't speak the language because you don't even know who the hell you are in order to speak their language. And they talk about the Pan-Africans. You ain't going to no Africa. You ain't going to no Africa. Well, you are an Aboriginal. You and the Aborigines or whatever. Are you going to move to these reservations and become part of these tribes in America? Are you going to move back and join your people? Or Alquan, are you going to leave New York and go to Oklahoma with your people? Or North Texas? Or Arizona with your people? See, it's the same stuff. But they're better than the Pan-Africans. So what's your plan? What is your solution? They offer nothing. Alquan said, the only thing you got to do is get you a better education, get a good job, and whatever. That's his solution. He offers nothing. How does getting an education and a good job? Also, he said, don't smoke and don't drink, things like that. That's the best he can come up with. A lot of our people who have been murdered by the police had education. A lot of the people that were murdered by police didn't smoke, didn't drink. How does that solve our problem? It does not solve our problem. The reality is the Pan-African and the Aboriginal and many of these people, you understand that we are living under oppression, but you don't know what to do, how to get yourself, you don't know what to do in order to solve the problem. You just don't. You don't. And you're too arrogant and you're too high-sided. You ought to hear Gay Nollywood's solution. And they talk about things like it's simple. It's not simple. It's not that easy. If it was simple and if it was that easy, our problem would have been solved in 1960. Our problem would have been solved in 1930. Our problem would have been solved when our ancestors came straight off the slave plantation. It's like when you have a stomach ache, but you don't know what to do about it. The only thing you know is, my stomach hurt. My stomach hurt. And you try to drink a little water. You try different things to try to stop your stomach from hurting, but you really don't know what to do. And you try to solve it yourself, but you're young. You have no experience in life. But then here come grandma, who has experience and been dealing with this. What's wrong with you, child? My grandma, my tummy hurt. I drank some water. I ate some more potato chips. My tummy still hurt, grandma. Oh, come over here. Then grandma go to the cabinet and get that big bottle of castor oil. Ugh, woo, that's some terrible stuff. And she put all that grease in that spoon, and you take that. Man, that's nasty, grandma. But shut up, just swallow that. Your stomach hurt, don't it? This nasty. But next thing you know, hey, grandma, don't hurt no more, Grandma. Of course, I'm your grandma. I'm older than you. I have experience. I understand your problem. I understand your problem. You have no understanding of your problem. Alquan does not understand. Only thing he knows, my tummy hurt. Gay Nollywood does not understand the problem. The only thing he knows is, my tummy hurt. Then you listening to all these people who did not solve the problem. They died with their stomach hurting. How are you going to get information from those who could not solve the problem? They died with their stomach hurting. So now this is 2021. We want to bring this to a conclusion. That's some nasty stuff. That is some nasty stuff, castor oil. Do they even sell it anymore? I remember when my mother gave me some castor oil. Castor oil is already nasty. But I think that the castor oil that my mother gave me, that stuff must have been old as hell too. It was a bunch of corrosion around the cap was rusty. Castor oil was around the rim. I'm like, you gonna give that to me? Yuck. But guess what? It solved the problem. It solved the problem. And it solved the problem quickly, right? Quickly, right? It solved the problem quickly. Didn't take a long time. And this is what we must understand. Most medicine, most remedies to cure a problem or an ailment or an injury most times it tastes bad. Most times it might hurt. But in the end result, we're hoping that the pain and the suffering solves the problem. Now you don't hurt no more. Grandma, my stomach don't hurt no more, Grandma. I know, baby. I understand your problem. So since Grandma understood the problem, she understood the correct remedy for the problem. What you hear from this platform, it hurts. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But I would guarantee you, once you get over the taste, once you get over the pain, you're going to wake up from the surgery. You're going to recover from the castor oil. Hey, my stomach don't hurt. Our stomach don't hurt anymore. We understand the problem. How y'all understand the problem? We understand the problem because we have studied the past and we have learned from the past. You have not learned from the past. And really, you can quote the past, but you really have not learned from the success or the failures of the past, because if you did, you would be doing something different, because if you follow the same path that they did, and what they did not solve the problem. It helped a little bit. It brought a little relief. It reminds me of some of these medicines. And these medicines, they can relieve your ailment for a little while, but they are no cure. We are, not only are we the medicine, we are the cure. We have the supreme wisdom. If you implement what we're talking about, you will create something supreme. We are the original. We're soul brothers and sisters. We're brand new. We're unique. Nobody else can claim that. We determine what it is and what it's not. We create our own culture. We control our own destiny. We don't need to be connected to nobody else because we are self-sufficient in our own. We don't need you to tell us how to eat, what God to pray to. If we want to pray to a God and God understands, then we can create our own religion, our own God that comes from us. It's not coming from Jerusalem. It's not coming from Arabia. It's not coming from Israel. It's coming from downtown East St. Louis, Illinois. That's where it's coming from us. Our prophet was born from a soul sister. And the prophet reveals and is connected to what God wants us to do. Not what God said what somebody else is supposed to do. God talks to us directly. We have a direct line to God. I don't have to go through Prophet Muhammad. I don't have to go through Jesus. We have a direct line because we're children of God too. Why we have to have why do the so-called Negro, why do soul brothers and sisters, why we have to have a middleman for God? We got to go through all these misfits. If God don't want a direct connection or relationship with us, why should we want a direct relationship with him? We are original. We are the original man. In this time, we are the original man. We are the brand new. We are the maker. We are the creator. We are the visionaries. And this is why they cannot understand the realities temple on earth, because these are stuck in the past. Stuck in 1930. Stuck on a Native American reservation. Stuck 5,000 years ago in Kemet, trying to be something they never was. I don't care if Native American blood is running through your veins. You're not that no more. That's not you. I don't care if African blood is running through your veins, and it is. Because I'm not saying that Native American, Aboriginal blood and African blood, we never said that's not running through your veins, but that's not who you are. A dog that has Labrador Retriever, Chihuahua, and Pit Bull in their blood, they are neither of the three. They are mulatto. They are brand new dog. They are unique to themselves. They're not Chihuahua. They're not a German Shepherd. They're not a pit bull. They become their own dog. And in nature, these type of hybrids would not be acceptable among the purebred animals because they're different. And in nature, when you're mixed up like that, even your behavior changes. So even if you look like a German Shepherd, but if you have all these other breeds running through your veins, you don't act like a German Shepherd. Some of you raise dogs, some of you raise different animals. You understand this. German Shepherds have a certain behavior. German Shepherds do not behave like pit bulls. Pit bulls do not behave like Labrador Retrievers, and the list goes on and on. So it is with people. That's why when we come together, the majority of the time, white people will seek out white people. Black people will seek out black people. Mexicans will seek out Mexicans. Africans will not seek out black people or the American black folks. They will seek out other African people, hopefully their own kind. And that's how it is. That's the reality. You're not an African. You don't fit. You will never be accepted. You're not no Aborigines or whatever. You don't fit. You'll never be accepted. They know you're not them. They will take your money. Yeah, they will take your money. Who wouldn't? Yeah, they'll take your money. And they'll make you feel good. But the best way to test people is go to them, poor, broke, down, and out. See how you get treated. It's a whole different ball game. Even among your own, if you poor, broke, down, and out, a lot of folks don't want nothing to do with you. You don't have no money in your pocket. You homeless on the street. You can't do nothing for them. Most people not going to be your friend unless you could do something for them. When they see that they cannot borrow money from you, drive your car, or you let, or they can screw your wife. They want nothing to do with you. A lot of folks that we deal with nowadays is a bunch of parasites, leeches, a bunch of losers. It's very difficult to find true friends in this world. And I know that those who are watching and listening to this video, you will bear witness. That's very difficult. People don't have no type of loyalty. They have no type of integrity. They're not honest. They're not honest at all. Folks are always out here trying to see what they can get from somebody else. That's one of the reasons why, I'm going to say this, we're going to get out of here. That's one of the reasons why I used to drive my ugly 1984 car. I actually had more than one vehicle. But when I meet certain people, and you heard Pork Chop, I had another car, pretty car. But when I went to see Pork Chop, I drove my old, ugly, no hubcap car. And the first thing she said, "Ooh, you driving that?" That gave me a sign right there. You should be happy to see me. Why you care about how I got to your house? What if I took the bus to your house? Is that better? That I rode the bus or took a plane? You're supposed to care about me. But clearly, that was a sign that let me know this ain't gonna go. This is somebody who is materialistic. This is somebody who needs to show off, show out, and be better and smarter and greater than everybody else. There's nobody here that is less than me. I appreciate that many of you respect my intelligence. I appreciate that many of you respect our wisdom from living on this earth and our experience in life. But I'm not better than you. In fact, I'm telling you and sharing my experience with you so you don't fall into the potholes and make the mistakes that I made, so that you can do and truly be better than me. And that's what I want. I want you to be better. I want you to be greater. I want you to accomplish more than me. I wasted over 40 years messing around with all that Pan-African pro-blackness stuff. It's a road to nowhere. And when you look at all of them, they cannot even unify among themselves. Brother Bakari is doing his own theory. Gay Nollywood is doing his own theory. Alquan doing his own theory. And they cannot unite and get together to do nothing. Because all of them are arrogant. All of them want to be chiefs, but no Indians. And you're not going to be able to progress like that. You have to have one purpose, one vision, one goal, one plan. Win or lose, all or nothing, let's go for it. That's what you need. If you're not willing to do all or nothing, then you're wasting your time. There's a brother, Eddie Murphy. We're familiar with Eddie Murphy, the comedian. Extraordinary talent, Eddie Murphy. And Eddie Murphy was told when he let people know he's going to be a comedian, people told him, you need to go to school, get your education. You have to have a backup plan. Eddie Murphy told them, I'm going to be a comedian, all or nothing. That's what Eddie told them. I refuse to accept less. Because Eddie Murphy had confidence in himself. I am going to be a successful comedian. And as we know, Eddie Murphy accomplished that. And Eddie Murphy has made way more money and has achieved way more than he ever would going to college. This is a fact. And Eddie Murphy, in one of his Saturday Night Live skits, made mockery of white folks. I'm only 20-some years old, and I make more money right now than most white people would see in a lifetime. He was on Saturday Night Live. Eddie Murphy said all or nothing. And then Eddie Murphy saw a woman, I forgot what her name was, but she's the woman that he has the majority of his children with. She was a model. And he saw that woman. He was like, man, I like that. Eddie Murphy said, I like that. I forgot what her name was. Nicole. Anyway, I forgot what her last name was, but Nicole Murphy. He saw Nicole, and something about Nicole Eddie really liked. Eddie said, I would drink champagne out of her shoe. I want that. All or nothing. All or nothing. And so for the second time, Eddie put himself out there, and now he has about, what, 5 to 6 children with Nicole Murphy? Because I think he has about 9, but I think he has about 6 with Nicole. All or nothing. This is the type of mentality, this is the type of mindset that we have to have in 2021. I would advise that we begin to understand what the Mississippi campaign is about and stop tripping on the name. I ain't going to Mississippi. The dumbest crap we hear all the time. The Mississippi flag represents the Confederacy. What? What they got to do with what we talking about? I would advise us to understand what the Mississippi campaign is about, because it's about all or nothing. It's about the unity of a people going for broke. It's all or nothing. One vision, one purpose, one goal, one plan. We win or we lose, all or nothing. But I'm very confident in us, like Eddie Murphy was confident in himself. And I'm going to tell you, you implement this Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign in the form and in the manner that it was revealed to us, and we will be successful like Eddie Murphy and beyond. You will be amazed and shocked what you will get, what your success will look like. And then we will all look at each other like, dang, we could have done this long ago. But we have a group of people who are hindering new ideas, new strategy, who claim to be original and do nothing original, who claim to be supreme but do nothing supreme. They are in the way. They are hindering progress. They are playing, like they say, they are playing it safe. We don't need to play it safe. Eddie Murphy did not play it safe. I'm going to be a comedian. The artist known as Prince did not play it safe. He told them, I'm going to be a famous musician. That's what Prince told them, all or nothing. So when you come here, if you're not ready or have the mindset of all or nothing, then, and you want to play it safe, and you just want to enjoy your little car, your little house, a swimming pool, and all these little things that really, in the grand scheme of things, that don't mean nothing, because these other people not impressed. They already have. They control oceans. You tripping on a swimming pool, these people control oceans. They control mountains. And you talking about a swimming pool? Really? All or nothing. This is the all or nothing channel. We are confident. We're going to do what we say. Prince said, I'm going to be a musician. That's what he done. Eddie, I'm going to be a famous comedian. That's what he done. And I'm telling you, you get on board the Soul Train, implement this vision, and we will achieve the liberation that we could have gotten or could have had generations ago. But the bottom line in this talk this afternoon is whether you are Pan-African or some Aborigines or Christian or Muslim or Hebrew, whatever you want to call yourself, what makes you better, smarter, greater than anybody else caught up in the American toilet bowl? Hey, how you doing there, Brother Phil? With that said, unfortunately, our brother Talib had to leave, but maybe he can come back and do a solo and bring his thoughts on this topic. I'll just be quiet, and he can go solo and talk about, bring his commentary to this topic. And that's good. That'll be something looking forward to. But in the meantime, we want to prepare and we want to get ready for what we call Soul Liberation Day, December the 7th, 2021 at 2:30 p.m. Central Time. And the topic is truth, the catalyst for a new beginning. And our deacons is working on our promotional videos for Soul Liberation Day 2022. And the thumbnail or the flyer, which I might be able to get off one of the videos that they make for the event. During the month of November, we want to push and make sure we keep talking about Soul Liberation Day 2022. We want to talk about the Coming Soon DVD by our brother Omar Shabazz, Malcolm X, A Diamond Among Men. We want to talk about that. We want to talk about my autobiography. We want to talk about that a little bit for November. getting ready for our most important video lecture of the year, Soul Liberation Day 2022. The doo-doo lady actually did us a favor by doing what she done. And I'm glad she did what she done at the time she did it. Because she does not, like Tasha Fierce said, she does not qualify. She did not qualify to be the keynote speaker on our most important live stream of the year. Tasha Fierce was correct, and a shout out to Tasha Fierce. Black power, Tasha, black power. So with that said, I thank you again for joining me on this 20-minute video. I thank you. Oh, cool. Great. There we go. There we go. Soul Liberation Day, December the 7th, 2021. That's a Tuesday, 2:30 p.m. Central Time. Either it's going to be here or Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Subject to change. I would rather do it here. I would like to do it here, but never know about stuff. It might not even be on Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I know one of those years I had to use I used the Operation Exodus Mississippi channel because the other channels was all messed up. Gay Nollywood Jr. was flagging us down. But Google saved us. Google put all those videos right back up. And so shout out to Google for doing the right thing. And I hope that Google will continue doing the right thing. And the topic that we chosen is truth, the catalyst for a new beginning. That's our topic. And I hope that what I have to say for this live stream is worth the wait. I'm thinking about it already. And I do not want to disappoint us, since that is that's the live stream of the year. So with that said, thank you so much. And a special out to our deacons, y'all. Let's give a hand, let's give an applause to the deacons of reality. Let's recognize the deacons of reality is some bad brothers. They've come here and they made a name for themselves. They made a name for themselves. I did not give them the label deacons of reality. They gave themselves. We deacons like a church, but we the deacons of reality. And then we latched on to that. So let us applaud and give credit to our warriors, the deacons of reality. Thank you. Man, some funny videos. I really love the one with Aleeyah Muhammad when she was talking about, brother, I want to marry you. And the one Sister Noble at Shoe Show. Woo, man. And then, of course, I can use the Soul Train. We can open up our videos with the Soul Train line. And let's get this party started quickly. Oh, the brother's been turned up. And the channel, regardless to what you see in viewership, the channel is holding its own. The channel is growing. It's doing its own thing. So shout out to the, classic videos. And the one, I like the one, I like so many of these videos. The Mexican talking about the doo-doo when he went to the bathroom, Sister Noble's bathroom, and drunk cuckoo cutter. I mean, they just be smashing it. Brothers just be smashing it. So if you have not subscribed to the Deacons of Reality channel, make sure that you do that. Before I leave, could y'all put your video link in the chat room so I can put on the screen? We need to support, and really you're doing yourself a favor. Subscribe to the Deacons of Reality channel. Them brothers be, I mean, it's a good laugh. I mean, it's some funny stuff. It is some funny stuff. Now, of course, if you're the doo-doo lady, if you're Piggly Wiggly, or if you're any of these other people, of course, that ain't funny to me. That ain't funny to me. Of course, it wouldn't be funny to them, but it's funny to us. And some of their people not going to tell them, but it's funny to them too. And for me, if there was somebody out there making videos like that about me, it's funny stuff. But the thing about this is, not only is it funny, but it's true. And that's what they don't like. These videos make them see the man in the mirror. And that's why they don't like the Deacons of Reality videos. And here's the link. This is the link to their channel. Also, the link is in the description box of this video. So subscribe to the Deacons of Reality Productions YouTube channel. Also, you can find us on Facebook. I put all the videos that the deacons do on Facebook. So you can check us out on Facebook. You can check us out on YouTube. Also, there's a new channel that I'm messing with called Rumble. And I'm putting all our stuff on Rumble. So when YouTube trip and Facebook be tripping, I can save all our videos on Rumble. So with that said, if there's some comments, if somebody have a comment they want to bring real quick or a question, and we can, if not, we can roll out. We can roll out. Thank you again for joining me and keeping me company this afternoon. Much appreciation. And it's always an honor for you to give us a few moments of your time, because you could be giving your time to yourself or doing something other than listening to us. So thank you so much for those who are in the chat room, those who are listening right now, and those who will be listening to this broadcast later on. I much appreciate it. I have another topic that I would like to talk on. I'll probably do that before the week is out, or maybe maybe this weekend. It was a video topic in reference to Dr. Boyce Watkins and generational wealth. I wanted to talk on that. So we'll deal with that. Maybe we'll do that one. Y'all like to stay up on the late night. So maybe we'll do that for the late night, special late night live stream. We'll probably do that. So on that note, again, thank you for listening in the chat room, those who are listening now, and those who will be listening to this broadcast later. As our brother, Don Cornelius, used to always say, as in parting, I wish us love, peace, and so we are Audi 5000. Peace.